Hi, I'm Mitchell Dale, and this is Rugby League Week TV. I'm joined on the couch by Martin Lenihan, Rocco Luca. Thanks for joining us, guys. Now, it's been a bit over 18 months since the darkest day in Australian sport. The ASADA investigation kicked off, and seen a lot of bumbling and fumbling from our ham-fisted mates at ASADA since then. Finally, we seem to have some sort of conclusion. 17 past and present Cronulla players have been given show cause notices. They've got until tomorrow afternoon to answer them. Leno, what do you make of it?
Amazing, Mitch. I think after 18 months, you're only given 48 hours to make up your mind what you want to do. I find that quite strange. Obviously, a mixture of guys here, some already retired, some nearing the end of their career. Look, I just think, as you said, appallingly handled, and the big decision for these guys comes down to, I mean, if they basically put their hand up and take this deal that's been put to them, which I find very strange, you're offering a guy a deal where they'll only effectively miss a month off their career. I don't really know that ASADA's got that much. If they had a lot on these guys, you wouldn't be letting them off that easy. If
they had concrete evidence, they would throw the book at these blokes. They wouldn't worry about undue delays and things like that, which is what they're saying, so they can accept these retrospective bans, I guess, backdated to November 1, 2013, a 12-month ban, which means they'd be free to play again at November 1, 2014. If they had more on them, they would not be letting them get off.
No, that's a very good deal. If if you had a lot of evidence, and I think we knew that from the start. If there was names of guys 18 months ago when they grandstanded and they had that press conference, they could have been saying it right then and there. Who they had, who they were going to nail, get a high-profile person nailed right back then at the start. And I'll tell you what, that would have put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, exactly, but they haven't. I guess now with the players, 17 of them, some have retired. They're all in different phases of their careers. You've got a guy like Paul Gallen, who is coming towards the end of his career. He's said all along his reputation means a lot to him, proud man. I wouldn't be surprised if potentially he does choose to fight it. Someone like Nathan Gardner, who's off contract at the end of this year, he can't really afford to fight it. He's probably just going to have to take. A lot of those younger players are just going to have to cop it regardless of whether they're innocent or not.
Yeah, no doubt, Mitch. I think it is a farcical situation overall, but I think the interesting aspect is you've got guys at different ends of the spectrum. As you mentioned, Paul Gallen, we won't be surprised if he does fight it. But guys like Nathan Gardner and Matt Wright, look, fighting for their careers, and I think you'd expect them to take the ban and take the slap on the wrist with open arms.
I think if you're going to fight it, you've got to look at financial, the situation for these guys, how long it drags out. I just don't think, though, look, you talk about if you take the deal, you're basically admitting that you took these drugs and you may have a stain on your reputation. I'm not so sure. I think there's a lot of support for these guys, and I think really it may not end up looking that bad as, say, some of the guys that have been done before.
Yeah, potentially. Look, the stain on the players may fade in time. It will be lasting on ASADA. They grandstanded. They said this was going to be a huge thing, and it's been poorly handled ever since. So I think the ones it's going to reflect worse on is going to be ASADA.